progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement. Ah, well, I'm sure it's high on your priority list, and you'll find me one soon. Then I can crack it open and see what makes them tick.
Ain't this a sight?
That's right.
Class consciousness
Keep the
in
chanting
action.
going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're
Others
definitely
get
making
the exact
progress.
same pay, but only work 12-hour days. We don't want to
Can't
make
you see I'm busy
demands,
trying to
but
look
no more
busy?
peeing in bottles and cans.
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates. With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? Well, we're what you call a non-violent protest, so we won't physically stop you. But we will berate you with name-calling if you try and pass by. Oh, my mistake. If it means the Overseer will actually hear us, we would love to. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't...
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants! place! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think... Now, if you'll excuse...
Can't help you. Sorry.
Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
Venting frustrations don't normally involve, you know, an actual vent.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay.
These have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on Adrenatime and Antifizzo's Numrum. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from... It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their life. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things... They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and you will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation. So, everyone, best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you do us
We don't want to make demands. No more idiots.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor... Remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety.
Right, that. It means we're worked like cysty pigs for almost no net gains, while Auntie gets fat on our blood, sweat, and tears.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the... It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk and needed to...
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what.
Under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous...
Right, that.
Me? Why, my...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work. Right? Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any... Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasures too... Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add...
Welcome back, Ameliorate. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, What are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? Hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still be a... All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. My, but aren't you a devious one? That's a strategy darker than my mind would naturally explore. Which is there more they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something. What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. I suppose that is true. They are probably not doing their best work if they are distracted by their biological needs. Fine. They'll be unlocked. But breaks will be unpaid. What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation.
If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can just...
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I'm not gonna pretend that's satisfying news. But at least we'll have, what's next? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and what's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's, well, it's not the outcome we were hoping for, but these changes will make our return.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair creme now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved. Now, if you'll excuse us...
I suppose that ended well enough. But this negotiation would have been much more succinct if one party had simply inflicted grievous bodily harm upon the other.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Head office tower.
And consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rift cut off.
Welcome to head office tower.
You look befuddled. Or perhaps that's just your normal expression.
Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it.
If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but you'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade.
Sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie.
Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame it. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job. And I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself.
And Spectrum brand bandits. I pit our least bankable tossball team against the...
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well, I suppose I can.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on.
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain... The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important? Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Attitude like that will take you far. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional detail...
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while.
See you when it's done.
With Auntie's...
of your time, Commander.